We're rolling?
Yep.
Alright, ready? Stop. Hi, I'm Eliza Lott.
And I'm Dixie Biggs of Hayden Lyons today.
And welcome to...
We Like to Work. You want to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go from the top. Hi, I'm Eliza Lott.
And I'm Dixie Biggs of Hayden Lyons today.
And welcome to
We Like to Work.
Here we talk all things gay, camp,
Drag, and fun.
get into it. Alright, so we are back.
Yeah.
That was loud. We're back. It's been 2 weeks since we filmed.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
It's been 2 weeks since we filmed. Do you feel like a lot's happened or not much has happened?
Not much really.
Not much, really. So last...
Just the same as... I don't actually know what's happened. Nothing much, honestly.
No, honestly, nothing much. I think we both started work and that was kind of... We'll get into that.
Mm.
We both started work and we've both just been so busy. My bit of recap, I think, because I've started working early morning, so I'm up at 5:30, 6 if I'm late, I know.
And you go to bed so late still.
I know, it's really hard to get into a routine, especially like going out on the weekend and things like that.
Mm.
And then you're up until God knows what time, and then you have to kind of reel it back in, and then that first day is hard. And I think for me, it's just not trying to nap in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Departmental. It's hard to not nap in the day, but I think if I can just push past that, then I'll be fine. But apart from that, that's pretty much me. Oh, I've got the Witches and Bridges competition coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's super exciting. No, I'm so excited for this. So it is called So You Think You Can Drag? Yeah. So You Think You Can Drag. And it is, I think there's 9 queens, and everyone is doing a runway, and because it's Witches and Bridges, which is a cabaret horror style restaurant, they have a massive stage out the back and everything like that. So everyone has a runway, and it's are you a good witch or a bad witch / 100% that witch. And I'm so excited for that because I brought a gown and I've got a nice wig to wear.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. And then we have a talent section, which by the time that this comes out, we'll be able to put some videos of me like slaying and probably just like winning the competition. Just fast forward to next week where I'm like, money.
You're like, I didn't win.
So yeah, I'm doing a tap number, which I'm so keen for because it's kind of like both worlds colliding, and it's kind of different. I've never seen a drag queen tap before. Have you?
No, not really.
So it's that, and it's a Marilyn Monroe, so I'm getting this new wig style for it, and yeah, it should be really good, and there's some really good queens doing it as well.
It'd kind of be cool, I think, because you know them all, don't you?
No, I know.
Most of them.
No, not really. Oh, 3 of them I don't know. Yeah, so most. 3 of them
Dixie.
I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be super exciting, and for the venue, it's the first time they've had any drag or anything in there, so that's really good to bring drag into another venue. Yeah. And what's about ya?
Not much, I haven't really been working or anything, and I decided not to do drag today. I was just like the boy behind the queen, I suppose. I just didn't have the mental capacity to get into it today. I'm sure everyone who does it understands that at some point.
It really gets like that.
It does. Yeah. I actually have been so boring. I literally haven't really done anything since last time.
No, I think that...
I decided to stop studying. Just want to kind of have a break off that. Just because I knew that if I went back after like the first year, I was just like, ugh, I'm just going to crash and burn if I keep going. So yeah, I'm just going to try and find some full-time work and be able to pay for drag, be able to buy new things.
Yeah, and we have some exciting things coming up too with drag. So there's like heaps of stuff coming up. So I think that is exciting, and I think that that's where you'll
doing the whole YouTube thing. Like,
oh
hey
no!
guys, I've got something super exciting to tell you.
I can't say just yet, but seriously, just check the socials, keep your eye out because it's so exciting. You don't want to miss it. No, but we seriously do. So I'm super excited for that, and I think that's a really important thing to talk about as well. Is like like even with drag and with your uni and stuff, is mental health and things like that, because sometimes you just don't have the capacity to do it. Remember, I really wanted to study as well. Lasted a good 3 weeks. But yeah, it's good that you, and I think it's a good thing that you realise that is something that you need to stop, because uni is always going to be there.
True.
True. This drag bob may not always be. Actually, it sort of will.
Drag what?
Like your body for drag.
What do you mean?
Like as in being young and limber and like ready to go.
Right. That's like.
But then I was thinking, I was like,
am I dying? Like, what do you mean?
I didn't want to make this bad. Yeah. No. You can always change your body in drag to whatever you want.
Too true.
Curves. Titties. Are they a bit low?
A little bit.
Well.
I'm sagging a bit today.
Yeah, it's been a big day. It's been a big day. I've been in drag for like a while.
Beard's starting to come through.
Yeah, I know. I think I'll take this.
You might have to take it off,
yeah.
shave, and then put it back on.
Literally, I think you're going to do that. But that's fun. So,
we're going to have fun.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much all about us.
Yeah.
We still don't have a couch. Have we been talking about that? Because I feel like
we didn't have a couch. It was literally a big bag and just a chair. And then I found a cheap one because I was like, it's better than nothing. I literally would have just rather the beanbag and the chair because it's not comfortable at all.
Every time we want to like watch a movie or something, we're like, oh, let's go into like one of our beds because it's just so uncomfortable. You don't.
Last night I asked Sean to bring out his mattress and we literally just laid on the mattress and watched TV.
And we were like, what did you say? You're like, I wonder like if other 25-year-olds.
Yeah, I was like, the other 25-year-olds go, let's have a sleepover in the lounge room.
Yes.
I don't know.
I feel like most 25-year-olds have a couch. But you know what?
True.
Things are happening and we'll get there.
We'll
sad. I don't know. Anyway, so moving on to today's topic. Do you want me to introduce or do you want to do it?
Dates and relationships.
Yes, dates and relationships. And, you know, looking like this gorgeous thing, of course I've had many dates and many relationships. I just can't stop people asking for dates and or relationships.
The loons don't count.
Balloons.
For anyone who doesn't know what a loon is, it's just someone who only ever goes out and is interested in drag queens. Or you'll get like a random message request on Instagram or something and it'll be like, hey sexy.
Oh, there's so many. Instagram
Can I
is
fuck
just,
you?
Yeah,
I'll
every
pay
single
you.
time. I'll pay you. Can you send me pictures? I'm like...
The other day I just got a random dick pic, unprovoked.
Yeah.
No message, blank profile, no followers, just a dick pic. And I was like...
Thank you, but no thank you. Look,
blocked.
the attention's nice sometimes.
No, not from
I'm not
them.
gonna lie.
Straight to the point, not from them.
Look, no, but it is funny. But it is, you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
And that's true. Yes, I'm not judging anyone who isn't
No,
that or anything. It's just that's just not me.
Oh yeah, no, and that is people's things. But as much as they have a choice to do, you know, want that, you as the target person they're pursuing, you don't have to want that.
Exactly.
I don't want to be with anyone in drag. Period. Okay. I'm moving that on. Period. All right. So.
First, I think we'll probably talk about online dating because that's a very big thing these days.
Which is the biggest thing, and I think that we both grew up in. Well, we both had phones. Back in way back when. What was your first phone?
It was a Nokia brick phone that I got in grade 6 because we went from Launceston to Hobart on the bus, and Mum and Dad just wanted me to text them when I got there. And I think I had Mum got like $10 credit for me, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
Do you guys want to play Snake?
Yeah. I actually got one of these like brick phones with like the shark fin on top, and all you could do was call people. I'm not that much older, but I got that off my pop. My pop gave it to me, and they must have like left the credit on there or something, and I kept prank calling my house from my room, and then Mum came in and took it off me. But then
used to prank call all the time.
Oh, yeah, once me and my cousin 1-800 reversed my nan's house from across the road, and we thought it was so funny. Like,
is that the like
where they pay for it? 1-800 reverse.
Oh no.
So like, you know, like it was because if you didn't have any money or anything, you could, like, I could call home and then it would charge the person on their bill. But for some weird reason, it kept going. So every time they hung up, it would just keep calling, and it did it for like so long, and we got in so much trouble. But the first phone that I actually got was like a flip Nokia one. And I was in grade 6.
Like, yeah, online dating. You're like, yeah, so my phones.
But I'm just like, it's insane. Mobile phones, online dating. Well, I'm not sure, did you have like...
We just grew up in a world with technology.
Yeah, but I was like, online dating used to be just like on the computer. Like, what's that website called? eHarmony.
Yeah, but even then, that was like, we're moving more towards like our kind of dating.
Yeah.
We weren't like 15, like...
I like long walks on the beach.
People don't meet. It's very rare that people meet these days, like at a bar or like someone winked at me at the supermarket or something stupid.
Although I did meet someone at a bar and then had a relationship. The one and only relationship I've ever had. Anyway, we'll get into that. But I think that it is just the way of the future. Not even the future, it's the way of the present right now. And it has been for quite a while. And a lot of people have found love from Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, Hinge,
Scruff.
Me just like opens my phone. How many? No, I think there's Scruff as well. Yeah, but there's so many. I think Bumble is the one where ladies text first.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But
I was about to say Nimble, but that's like the
Nimble.
where you borrow money.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, it could be.
At a high interest rate.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, that is definitely the way of the future. And what are your opinions on that?
Well, I just think it is the way now.
That you have to do, like, that's what it is.
Even older people, like.
Yeah.
That's how I meet people.
Yeah. I don't like it, personally, but, like, I feel like I have to. Because as everyone, all of my friends know, I don't like texting. I don't like replying. Apart from you. I think we've said it before. You're the only person that has never had a problem with it, but all of my friends have problems with me not replying.
I'd be annoyed if it was happening to me, though.
Yeah, I would.
If it was something as simple as, how are you?
Yeah, but also, like, I hate when people message me like, hey, how are you? I'm like, or hey?
What's wrong with hey, how are you?
Well, how are you? That's fine. I take it back. I have a problem with people just being like, hey, and then you don't reply. I'm like, well, I'm actually busy. I've got a job.
You weren't when you didn't have a job.
No, but I don't know. I just don't like replying and things like that, which is quite annoying for someone having to be on these apps. And honestly, like, I was in a relationship for like another 2 years, year and a half, and I met that person at a bar, which was the best thing ever, because I think that that's just so, you know me, hopeless romantic, you know, I love that kind of stuff. So just meeting someone out and about, we met at the bar, we walked to a park and we just chatted for hours, and it was just, probably love at first sight. Okay. But yeah, I think it's, I really like that because that was very organic, and I didn't know him, he didn't know me, well maybe.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. But I think that's really, I like that more. But
have you met people online besides that?
Yeah, I have, and I've been on like a date. I've probably been on like only like 1 or 2 dates, like 3 dates period, like ever in my life.
Yeah, I haven't really been on many either.
No.
I don't think I've been on like 2 dates here.
Yeah.
But I just freak out. I can't date people.
Yeah.
As you know.
You do get a bit overwhelmed.
I literally could like, I don't know. And let me like backtrack. Especially like, I'm sure it's the same in like straight world as gay world. But like, people will like swipe and you match and you're like, cool. And then that's it. You don't even talk to each other.
Especially with gays, because gays are like, why am I the first move?
Yeah, and sometimes, and I can even admit to it, like, I don't know, you might feel like shit about yourself one day or something, you're just kind of scrolling, and if you like match with someone who you think's hot, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then close it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Put it away.
Put it away, delete the app, refresh everything, and then get them back another time.
Yeah. Like gays delete Grindr a lot though.
Yeah.
So like I changed.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
Shake your head, Nathan.
See you in 3 weeks.
But yeah. And
Lost all my messages. You know those ones. It's like,
sorry, lost all my chats.
Yeah.
I hate, fucking hate it. The people who are like,
Me.
no, the ones who, I don't know, like, people who are just so insecure with themselves.
Yeah.
And they'll, like, message. But, like, like, as an example, like, I've had people message before and they're like, hey, how are you? You probably won't reply because I'm so ugly. And they've, like, never spoken. And I call them out every time now because I'm like, don't start a conversation like this. I'm like, don't be one of those people wanting attention.
Yeah.
If it hasn't worked for other people, you weren't that person's type or something. That's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people find it harder than like others. But when people are actively like so desperately looking to be happy with someone else, is where you're not going to find it.
And I think that we always talk about this is you should be. Oh my gosh, my train of thought is gone. What did I say?
You didn't say anything.
No, I was like, what we always talk about is people that, like, there's obviously other reasons for it, but people, like, that are always in relationships and how we, you know, again, if that's what you do, like, if that's how you, that's how you run, if that's what you need, like, because I think that a lot of that might be, like, coming from issues. That maybe, you know, like wanting someone or needing someone, maybe from some trauma or from anything. Like it could literally come from anything. But I don't know, me only being in one relationship, 2 possibly, if we can count one. But
I don't know who else is talking about. Like off camera, like how is it?
No, so the I've lost my train of thought.
I'll continue.
Come back to me.
Flow. Yeah, especially like. So yeah, I've lost.
Yes.
So like just like with online dating mainly, like it's Tinder and Grindr for gays.
It's Tinder and Grindr. Yeah, and like
Grindr and well, they all can be sex hookup apps and whatnot, but Tinder is more like is seen by everyone as the like. I'm actually going to talk to someone.
I'm going to meet someone.
But,
I want a relationship.
Again, lots of people, even if you are like, oh, hey, how are you? It will be like maybe 5 messages.
Yeah.
And I just assume everyone gets bored because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always like, hey, how are you? Like I used to start conversations with them and I was like,
yeah.
It's just boring kind of.
And with that like becomes a cycle, I guess, too, because you do that and you used to start conversations and then like, you know, fast forward like a little bit, like no one's going to start conversations because everyone's all over it, which does suck. And actually, now I say it is kind of scary. If that is the way that the kind of, I said not the community, but if that's the way that the vibe of everything is going, when no one wants to start the conversation, is no one going to be in a relationship?
I don't know. I guess not everyone has to be in one.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be in one to be happy.
Yeah. I've been happy in a relationship, but I've been happy out of a relationship. At the moment I am definitely so single. Yeah. So content with being single. I love my alone time. As much as I love being around people, and I feel like people would describe me as someone that likes to be around people, like a people's person. People as in you, correct? You would. Anyway, I think that I'm a people's person.
I don't know what's happening.
I love my alone time, and there's nothing better than I love to do than just to be like, at the end of the day, not have to go, like, I can get a cup of tea and I can go to bed and read a book, or make a cup of tea and sit out here with you.
You don't read books?
I don't read books when I start. No, but you know what I mean? Like, you can just, like, relax by yourself and you have no one to worry about.
Yeah, I love coming home and reading my thesis.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really
I've written a couple of theses and I read them every now and again just to stay out.
Doesn't.
I don't. I actually don't even know what a thesis is. Tell me what a thesis is.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to get it exactly right, but it's like a really, like, in-depth kind of, like, it could be like a research thing or like a topic or something, and they've literally gone into like heaps of detail for it. Is that
like a report?
Kind of, yeah.
Me, like a book report? Do one of those
like where you like put it on pages and stuff, and like I think it's where you like have to look up things. And
Thesis. I think I met that drag queen.
I love Thesis.
Alright, and now that we're talking about Thesis the drag queen, let's have a little quick break and then we'll come back to it, eh?
Yeah.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Hey. Whoa. Jeez. Hey, welcome back to the podcast.
I quit. I'm not doing this anymore.
Tea. I wouldn't. That's what happens when you corner rap.
Oh my god, that's such a good movie.
We watched This Is 4 the other day, totally off subject, but it is so funny. There's so many good bloopers from it as well.
Melissa McArthy's is the best for anyone who doesn't know.
Rero and Jackknife.
You both in the face with my foot bone. I will chew through you. You think, Jill? God, everybody fucking hates you. And you fucking stupid Bob. And I'm glad your husband died. Probably kill himself. I would kill myself. God, I'd kill myself.
These two look like a bullshit bank commercial. I really have like a Melissa McArthy.
He called my son Tom Petty in a negative way.
Did you see that? No, who talks like that?
You do!
Oh yeah. I want
Watched
someone
it a couple of times.
I want someone to do Melissa McArthy for Snatch Game.
You just touched my boob! He touched my boob!
Why'd you touch my mom's boob?
I have high nipples! I touched your shoulder. I have very high nipples!
That was good.
Anyway, I guess. End scene.
And scene. That's my audition to be Melissa McCarthy's body double.
Jeez.
I freaking love her.
Same. That's true.
In anything. Also, Identity Thief. This is now just a Melissa McCarthy. We should do a whole episode.
And then he changes the song.
Ooh, Badaguda. She's so
We're not high or drinking. What we're drinking.
Well, yeah, I only had like 2 drinks, but also I've like eaten like nothing today.
I had some miso soup.
I did have noodles. Sorry.
Anyway, I suppose we better get back to meeting boys.
Yeah, meeting boys.
Thank you, Melissa McArthy, if you've ever seen this.
We're so gay. Like, we'd rather talk about Melissa McArthy and something else.
I love when you. I just love when you speak.
Yes, I'm having a rough one. Hey, boys.
Have you met many boys?
Have I met many boys? Just one. Have I met many boys? Yeah, of course I've met boys.
But like date-wise and stuff?
Oh, date-wise. No,
I've only met boys. I've met lots of boys out, but like, I just friend zone everyone.
Oh, do you ever meet someone and you might be talking to them like, this happened to me on Grindr. I've talked to them and I'm like, I want to like meet you and talk to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you on here.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't
friend.
want this.
Or.
Well, you know, obviously like Grindr, the objective of Grindr. Instead of that, you're like, no, I want to meet you. And I want to talk to you and I want to get to know you.
Very rare, but yes, that does happen to me occasionally.
Yeah.
I think it's happened like 3 times though.
Yeah.
I say very occasionally.
And also like when you're attracted to them like in a cute way. Not in like a...
I don't like it.
Well, when I'm attracted to someone in like a cute way, I'm like, I don't want to like... I just want to... Hey, go on.
Right, else you can tell us what you feel.
I just want to talk to them.
You know, I don't want to like... But also like...
No. But yeah, I think that meeting boys and people, like we said before, social media is the way to go. But let's talk about some boys. Meeting boys.
The only one date I can think of is I went on a date with... But we're now friends.
Hey.
And we just literally went to the movies and we both kind of agreed after a while because I just freak out. And I was just like, I really want to be your friend. Like, and it wasn't even I guess it wasn't a friend zone, but it kind of was. I was just generally like, hey, like, I just want to be a friend. And the same thing kind of happened with like...
Yeah.
Because we both were like talking, I don't even know how we started talking. I think I matched on Tinder. And then we were kind of talking and I was like, oh, he's like pretty cute and stuff. And then after a while, like we were going to meet up and I was like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't think we're gonna like have sex or anything, because like I just didn't want to. Like I got there and I was like, like we get along so well. We started drinking and we were just like being stupid.
Yeah.
Same kind of humour, all that kind of stuff.
I see that.
And then at one point we got really drunk and we were like, he's like you're more than welcome to stay, but I don't want anything to happen. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want anything to happen either, thank God. And we were both like, okay. Yeah. And then we just had so much more fun.
Yeah.
So,
shout
out to you two boys. Mm.
Yes.
And that's it.
I love it. So funny.
Yeah, like I said, I could think someone's like so hot and I want to do everything with them. No. And then I meet them like once or twice and then I'm like, nah, I just want to be a friend.
Okay, so you play Why Can't We Be Friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't I sing? What's wrong with me? I can't sing normally anyway. My experiences with that, yeah. I guess like I was saying before, like I haven't really been on that many dates. I don't know why.
Oh, actually, can I backtrack? Back to way back in the beginning, when I first started coming out.
Dixie I'll just sit here and look mediocre. Go.
Anyway,
what is yours?
when I was like 19, 20, I met someone in Tassie. The only boyfriend I've had.
Yes.
I don't know watches this, but hi. And we both like kind of did everything together for the first time, which was the best thing.
That is
we both
awesome.
had no expectations, like it was just everything together for the first time. Like kind of coming out together, telling our friends together, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was like really nice, and I always say that it was probably the best way it could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we did everything together, like just experienced lots of different things together. You can use your imaginations, I'm sure. And like I went to Hobart with my friends and we met up and we like went to the top of Mount Wellington.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like we sat in his car and we just talked for ages, and then like
This was the date? The first date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been a date. And then like he picked me up and we went up there or whatever, and then we like separated kind of thing, and I went to Launceston and all my friends, we had met him and everything, and we went out, and because we weren't out, it was a whole like go behind like a building to kiss or like all that kind of stuff.
Kind of fun though.
It was.
Yeah.
Or we like went to a park on the way home and like just kissed, but like literally behind bushes and stuff, because we were like, oh my god, no one can see us. And I didn't know anyone there.
Yeah.
But people knew him. So yeah, and we did meet on Tinder.
Yeah. Okay. And how long were you together for?
We talked for a while, and then like it was on and off kind of for... Altogether it was probably like a year.
Okay. So, and that's your only relationship? Yeah.
And it was great. I'd just freak out in any situation, so I was the one that stopped it like every time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Just because...
Like you've got to know what you do want and what you don't want, and...
And then ever since then, I just haven't been able to do it again, because my biggest thing is I don't want to hurt someone else.
Yeah. Hurting someone.
Which is what stresses me out. I could like go on one date and be like, oh my god, they're going to message me tomorrow, and like what if I don't want to reply? Like they're going to be like, oh, what's the go? Like I go into full meltdown mode.
And it sucks.
Like I stop eating, I can't concentrate,
I
can't do anything, so I just don't put myself in that situation.
Yeah. I think my experience with like first dates, like I said, it's been like, I think I only had like 2. Maybe 3. No, 3. So I had this one with this guy, and I really just wanted to be a date. Again, he was like that person that I met on...
Was he from back home?
No, I'm back home.
I'm thinking.
Oh, no.
Maybe you always say.
Oh, no, we didn't date. Or go on a date. Yeah, so this guy, like, I wanted to be the date. I wanted to go out for food. Like, I wanted to do all that kind of stuff, because I was kind of over just... I was going through a phase where I was like, I don't want to just... be with someone, like, on one level, like, on, like, a sexual level, whatever. I want to talk to someone, and I'd never really done that, and I think it was, like, this was, like, after I'd come out and stuff, so I was like, I want to do that, and it was nice. On this date, he was pretty cool, and then, we were going to go to the movies, and then there was no movies, like, playing or whatever, like, it was kind of just, like, nothing was on, so I was like, oh, well, like, you can come back to mine, we can, like, watch a movie. And in my head that was innocent, but in his head it wasn't. And then it just ended up being obviously something that I didn't want. And so then that didn't work out. He actually messaged me this year.
Really?
So I was single. And then again, he actually like got really mad because he was like, used to like such a bad texter and shitty conversations, then blocked me.
He'll unblock you like later.
Yeah, he'll unblock. Yeah. And then another date that I went on was good. But again, like I think that was like a little too much too soon for both parties involved. So we'll just push that to the back. Then my other date, I guess it would count with Trent. Hey Trent.
Hey baby.
Hey baby. We're on really good terms now. We were together for a year and a half, 2 years. I think it was a year and a half.
I think it was.
Yeah. We were together for ages and it was really good.
He's gonna come out and he's gonna be like, it was actually.
Yeah, he will. Of course he will. We were together for like a year and a half and we ended things, we did like move in together and things like that. That's
why we don't have a couch. It's not his fault, it was just his couch, so.
And that was awesome and I'm really blessed, highly favoured to have had a relationship like that because we were really good together. I feel
like you both learned a lot as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You like, obviously not together now, but like you're still good friends.
Yeah, I mean he'll probably
which is the best way.
Anyway. But yeah, it was really good. I don't think that we had like a date per se. I guess you could say that first night in the park when we just like chatted for hours and again that was just really what I wanted. I didn't want to just hook up. It sounds bad being like,
no.
Go to the park.
No, I just remember the first time I met him, but I'll tell that after you're done.
Okay. And then, yeah, like we went on heaps of dates, of course, when like we were together and stuff like that. But yeah, I think within that, like I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about him in our relationship, and we had some like shitty circumstances, like with COVID and things like that. That took a massive toll. But at the end of the day, we're still really good friends. I still love him, and he still loves me. We're just not good for each other, and we are just good friends, which I'm like really happy about. And all like there was no like bad blood. There was no bad blood because all of my friends, all of his friends are still friends with me. Not in my story. Yeah, no, and I think that that's a really good thing to be able to come out of a relationship and be like, oh, I learned something and I can still hold on to, you know, we had really good times.
And you do learn so much.
Yeah.
As cheesy and annoying as it sounds.
That coming from you is weird. Being
but
like,
you do.
I learned so much.
Like, I don't know. Because I fucking hate everything to do with love. I barely hug my friends. I barely say I love you to anyone.
We are polar opposites. I need someone to say I love you like when you leave. I talked to Katie on the phone like 4 times this morning. Every time I was like, love you. Like I just
say it back?
She did miss the last one, so I will talk to her about that when I see her tonight. But because this was like
that's
from
so
my
bad.
family.
I say thank you when people are like, love you.
I hate it.
Thank you.
But I don't even know. But your family does it, I think, whereas you've just chosen not to. But within my family,
yeah, I used to be so lovey. I don't know what happened.
You're not allowed to leave the house without saying.
You know.
You're not allowed to leave the house without saying I love you, like because you just never know what's gonna happen. You didn't listen to anything I said.
I did.
At least you guys listen. Thank you. You're the real MVP. Do you guys want to come live somewhere? I got a room. And a couch. For sale. Oh yeah, true.
So you will not be putting my couch for sale, thank you.
What was your first time you met Trent?
We were out and I was in drag.
My birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm, as some friends may say, I'm an asshole.
Oh,
and
just a couple. I'll see you next Tuesday if you will.
I was going to say it, but I won't. For you. Or for you.
I don't care.
I'm a bit tipsy now.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we were out and a lot of the time when I meet people, I can literally meet someone once and then I'm just like in my head like, oh cool, they get what I'm kind of doing.
They get my vibe.
But I literally kept walking past Trent and I'd be like, so you're the one. And then I just walk away. And then like after a while he was like, I don't think she likes me. And she was like, no, that's just how he is. And like we're outside and he was smoking. He's like, do you want to smoke? And I was like, I don't smoke. And I just walked away.
I didn't know that.
And literally the whole time like he'd walk past, he's like, oh hey, and I'd be like,
Not today.
And just walk to the bar.
Yeah, I see that
I
very
love
much
being
for
mean.
you.
It's so fun.
I think, and you always say that your drag persona is mean and you are a see you next Tuesday, but you're not. I think
People say I'm nicer in drag.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an awful in person, so. You can say you, Nathan. We know.
I think that you have your moments in and out of drag. And that's it.
And that's life.
And that's life. But I think that's pretty much it with like relationships and stuff. We've had our, I wouldn't say fair share.
No, it's like, but then I guess not really relationships, but like hookups.
Yeah.
Kind of the next topic, I suppose.
Mum, you're gonna have to go.
Oh my god! Well, I'm not going into any detail.
I am. So last night, no. Hookups and hookup culture.
I guess.
Yeah. Let's talk hookup culture. I've had, a few hookups here and there. It depends though, and we would definitely. This can be like a comment section too, because what do you define as a hookup? Leave the comments, because I define a hookup as...
Yeah, people take things differently.
If I'm going to go and hook up with someone, there's going to be some sort of...
All the way.
No, not having sex.
Oh,
if I said, I hooked up with someone, I would say I could be from like...
Because I say like kissing, fooling around, hooking up.
Kissing? Oh, okay.
That's
that makes sense. But some people are like, oh yeah, I hooked up with them, and it's like kissing. Like we made out the other night at Circuit, actually. Didn't we? I finally got my way.
Changes me. I kissed Ashley too.
I kissed a lot of people.
We have a photo. Put it here somewhere.
Yeah. I also showed Ashley my nudes that night.
Actually, no, the reason I said it to Ashley was because when we were dating, I barely kissed her, and I was like, "Are you supposed to like kissing? Because I don't with you." That's what I said. I think at some point. I do now. We kiss way more in the last 2 years than we have ever kissed before.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
She's fun. But yeah.
No, actually, sorry, that's what it was that I was going to say. Because I was like, sit on my lap, and she was like,
oh yeah.
Drunk, and then she sat down, and I was like, oh my god, let me put my arm around you like this, so it looks like I'm the man in the relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
And it did look beautiful.
It did look beautiful. It was actually on my Instagram.
Hey. Actually, if you're listening, do you want a date?
Do you want a date? Not again. Here we go again. Same old shit. Same old fucking shit. But hookups and hookups culture. Hookups culture. Hook-up culture or hookups culture? Hookup culture is very prominent in the gay scene. I think that is why. How many people do we know in relationships? Not many.
Not really.
No, there's a few.
Well, there are a lot, but
hookup culture is so strong.
I don't know. It could be the same way in for straight people and stuff too.
The heteros.
But a lot of people even in relationships. I thought it was the weirdest thing when I moved here. That people would be in relationships and be open with other people, because it's such a thing in the gay community. And I think
Tassie definitely. I never.
No, that was so foreign to me.
I never knew what an open relationship was at all. I literally, if someone had said it, I would have been like, oh. I think once I put in my when you would pretend to be in relationships on Facebook when you were younger. I had in an open relationship with this girl. Just being we didn't know what it meant, but we did it.
I suppose though it depends on the couple or the relationship, because for some people it might be yeah, we can be open, but you're not going to have sex with people.
Yeah.
You're going to go on dates with people, or you're going to.
Yeah, and again, that's everyone each of their own. What are your personal opinions on it? For you, if you were with someone and they said, "Hey, I want to be in a relationship," how would you feel?
I don't know, because I think, from the I could be a very jealous person. I feel like I would be.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I talked to someone about it, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know, we'd jokingly be we should go and see someone else together.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of the fantasy, I think, for a lot of people too.
Yeah.
And then if you get into it, and then you're this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, and there's jealousy and
I've always been very that. Like even I think I met up with like a couple, not to have sex or anything, but I just felt uncomfortable.
Just a chat.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
His couple really wanted to talk.
And I left because I was just like, look, I'm so sorry, I actually can't do this because I just felt really uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I have no shame in leaving, or if I feel uncomfortable, I just don't do it.
I love a girl that stands for what she believes in.
Because you just gotta stand up for yourself, you gotta do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Which is
100%.
hard, it depends on the situation and whatnot, but like, always remember you have a choice.
Yeah, you always have a choice. You can always take back that permission. That is always up to you. Always and forever.
Sipping on that cheap tea, hunty.
Pop off wig. My opinions on open relationships. I think that as of right now, I think maybe.
I'm a lot more open than what I was.
Yeah, it would be like I need rules. I need like, and I think that would probably kill the buzz. It would probably be too scheduled. But I don't know about like me just being like, oh yeah, like you're like, you know.
Yeah.
You're at home just, and then like they don't come home for ages and like, oh, where were you?
As long as there's trust and like the openness about it.
Yeah.
Not secretive.
Do we know anyone like that's really in like, obviously not going to name them, but like do you know anyone that's in open relationships?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably do. But I just can't think of them right now. But I think it's a really good thing.
I'm curious just because it's such a big topic. What do you think about it, Nathan? Just off camera.
Get it off.
I know friends who do it, especially in America as well.
Do you think you could do it?
No.
No.
God, no. I'm worse than you. I'm more jealous than you are.
Yeah.
But like I have friends who do it and they're
so different.
stable, like they're engaged, happily engaged. They have a third partner as well who's like their boyfriend to both of them.
Are you talking about Derek Barry?
Yeah,
Are you friends with them?
They're engaged and they've got a third boyfriend and he like sleeps in the same bed as them now. They moved in together as a whole thing, but they're happy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're still open, but like for the year that I lived there and then afterwards they were just together and sleeping with other people. But they had rules.
Yeah.
They kept them together.
That's what I mean. It's all about trust and like if one of you were being like I've had friends who were in relationships and then one of them would be like, oh, I don't really want to do it, and the other one did. So then that just obviously caused a rift, and they were like, okay, well, they're not together now, so I guess like
it causes that, yeah. Because it can be, I think if it's a conversation together, and I think of course it's a lot more prominent in the gay scene because I feel like hookup culture has a lot to do with that. Brings into it being like you go from, you know, being single and like hooking up with people and, you know, you can hook up with someone every night. You like multiple times a night if you want to. Like Grindr is very like, it's here and you can do it. And then you go into a relationship and it's just that one person and that one person may fulfill you in a emotional part or and maybe they're not in the sexual part or maybe the sexual part not the emotional part.
That's so true actually because I can only think of one person, like I don't know them personally, but it was just someone who I was talking to.
Yeah.
And they had a partner and they'd been together for years, but they slept with other people, like separately because of their preference.
Oh, like elbow chops?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known people like that too.
So like then they would either hook up together with someone else or they would separately, but they like,
Yeah,
there's so many things.
I do know about people.
And especially because I used to be so judgy, I suppose, because I didn't have any knowledge about it all. Not open relationships, but like anything.
Yeah.
And then just moving here and kind of meeting new people, and you just realise how many different like things there are in the world.
Yeah.
You're not like we were brought up in a like you are this.
You do this.
You're a boy, you have to do
this.
this. You're a girl, you have to do this. And even that goes into a whole new thing. Like it's a lot more open now about like gender and pronouns and everything like that. And again, I didn't understand that, but I do now.
Yeah,
but it's all about education.
We've done research, and we've had so many open
conversations.
That's especially between like us three, we have so many open conversations that sometimes because my biggest thing is sometimes it's so hard to maybe we're always in such a good setting that we can have open conversations about anything really there's not much that we both all haven't like talked about before and couldn't talk about, but sometimes when you are wanting to ask those questions people don't want to have the conversation to like help you, they want to have the conversation like no you're wrong, I'm going to tell you. It's like, you know, everyone's on their own journey.
People need to realise like if you haven't heard it or you don't understand it, then you need that person like wants the education if they're approaching you, because especially the gay community, people get like offended very quickly before they may understand themselves.
Yeah.
And that's because I would never ever go out of my way to like, if someone was like, oh, please call me they, them.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't understand that and they're straight into like, that's so stupid, you're a boy or a girl. And it's like, it's not your life though. Like, if you were to be like to me, hey, stop calling me he, she, anything like that, to call me they, them, I'd be like, okay.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Like ages ago I wouldn't have understood it, but it's like, it's not your life, so just do what that person wants. That's as simple as it is.
Yeah, and I think it's also, it's still within pronouns. It's like we've had friends that have transitioned as well, and it's obviously not easy for them. They're going through so many different things, like especially if they're on hormones or just the whole change of them becoming not a new person, like becoming who they are. And then all we have to do is call them what they want. Like, you know, you kind of have to take a step back and be like, you know, as much as, you know, we've had friends and you're like, oh, every now and then, you're like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. And like, you know, and they're always like, oh, it's fine. Like, you know, and I think if you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
But if you're like, you're holding yourself accountable, like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're not purposely being like, hi, he, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they're not being like, not that you say hi, he, but like.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. And it is it's.
Actually, Ashley was telling me a story that her back home, like someone she knew had transitioned, and some like small-minded person from high school at the reunion was like, I'm purposely going to be like, call them by their birth name, just because.
Their dead name.
And then dead name. Okay, and then just kind of going out of their way to be like, I don't know, say their name is Emily now, like, and they were like, oh, hi, Emmett. Like, they were purposely going to go out of their way to do it, which is so wrong. But
that makes me feel so uncomfortable.
That's a whole other topic that I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on, so I think I'll definitely leave it there. I was just touching on it to put it out there.
We'll get someone in to talk about that.
Yes, we will.
And I'm empty, so within that, we're going to take a break. See ya. Action. Yeah. Well, wasn't that good?
Yeah, so good.
I thought it was so good. Like, did you have fun?
I did. It was amazing.
I had so much fun with you.
I love drinking Prosecco.
I love Prosecco too. And our sponsor this week, kidding.
It's Nathan.
And don't look out for the ring light.
Is we like to work.
Awesome. So that is our episode on dating.
Dating, hookups, meeting boys, awkwardness.
All of that.
Another club.
So I hope you loved it. Club. Another club. Another club. Okay, cool. Why is my joke so funny? Anyway, like that topic was awesome. If you guys have any topics that you do ever want us to talk about, we are more than happy to talk
Please
about them.
message me, Eliza.
I won't reply.
We Like to Work podcast, Nathan, anyone. And spread it out there, please, because we're always looking for other people. We're always looking for other people to be on it, and when we have different topics, so we need a bit of a range. Everyone's welcome. There's
no topic too big or too small.
But yeah, so I guess that's really it.
That's pretty much
Please like it.
Like,
please
comment,
please
subscribe.
share. Just be supportive, please.
Tell me how bad my lashes look in the comments below, because it helps the algorithm.
I've said recently, in a world where lots of people are like more so judgmental, they don't support as much. I'm not saying that people are watching aren't supporting, but all it takes is to, a like goes a fair way.
A like,
a share goes even more.
A save is really good. Save is really good for the algorithm right now. And speaking of algorithms, where can we find all of us? So you can find me at ElizaLot_ on Instagram. Also on Instagram you can find
Dixie Biggs. I think it's just, I don't actually know what it is. I think it's Dixie Biggs _ as well. And
then also make sure you're following We Like to Work, which is at We Like to Work.
Pod.
What is that?
There's Nathan Storen.
Nathan Storen, follow Nathan Storen.
And Nathan Storen.
He is our producer and our best friend. And the love of my life. Awesome, so make sure you're following all of those. And if you could go, even if you don't listen to the podcast, if you've just watched this on IGTV, go to the podcast, give it 5 stars. The podcast is fun, you don't have to look at this, so if you come one week and they don't want to look at you as a boy or they don't want to look at my makeup, so I'm giving you the option. If you guys don't want to do that, just get on the podcast. Look at the
And
YouTube.
YouTube as well, which is also in at the we like to work the LinkedIn tree thing. So
It's called Linktree, and it's in the bio.
It's also on my bio. It's also in my bio.
It's also on my bio.
Yeah. Just choose your favorite.
Choose your favorite. Choose your fighter. Anyway, that's on dating, that's on relationship, that's on hookups, and I'm Eliza Lot.
And I'm Hayden Lyons.
And you've been and you've been listening to
We Like to
I'll be doing singing tutorials next week. Stay tuned. Bye.
I was being like, please, just please like and share it.
We're done.
Get out of our house. Leave the payment on the bench and leave.